Now the competition has turned to a battle of the mind, and it's time to find out how much the remaining candidates really know about wine.
I don't know if I'm winning the competition yet. I feel like on the one hand it's mine to lose. However, I just don't know what to expect. And that makes me nervous.
The show is taking a turn into my life that I'm like, wow, I never thought of envisioning myself in this competition, but it's making me think a lot more about being in the wine business.
Dude, you need a towel!
The overall experience for me has been phenomenal. I came in with a very sort of aggressive attitude, and I think I'm coming out with a very different attitude. And I think one of the things that really changed it for me was back when we were in the vineyards actually cutting the grapes and doing that stuff.
They're just sliding down that cane like butter, and just bam, bam, bam.
And basically being humbled by the professionals that do it. And realizing, you know what, I don't know everything.
Guys,
all right,
here we go. We hope you enjoyed the beach. Now it's time to get down to business. For this next challenge, each of you will work a 1-hour shift behind a tasting bar at a busy wine shop in downtown San Luis Obispo. You'll be divided into 3 shifts of 3. Each shift will pour a flight of 5 wines. Lauren, Alan, and Viral, you'll be pouring the Chardonnays and Pinot Noirs from Burgundy and California.
The purpose of the challenge was to see not only what you knew, but to see what you knew under a pressure situation.
All right, guys.
Stephanie, Ross, and myself will be pouring flights of wines that are inspired by the Spanish varietals.
Honestly, I felt like this was the chance for people who knew about wine to show off and people who didn't to get in trouble.
And the final flight of wines will be poured by James, Taylor, and Dan. These wines will reflect the unique connection between France's Rhone Valley and Paso Robles.
Right, yeah.
Okay, you guys will be judged not only by your sales ability behind the bar, but also how well you communicate the attributes of each wines to your customers. Right. Good luck!
All right.
We're doing Burgundy tonight.
On your list?
When we got to the wine bar, there were probably already 8 or 10 guests sitting there, which is a little intimidating.
The first team behind the bar is Lauren, Alan, and Viral. They'll be pouring wines from California and Burgundy, France, made from the Chardonnay and Pinot Noir grape.
In Burgundy, we have 2 grapes, basically. We've got Pinot Noir for the reds and Chardonnay for the whites. We didn't have a whole lot of time to think about the wines and learn about them, so pretty much as soon as I popped the cork, I sampled it and then immediately started pouring it for the guests. So it was pretty chaotic, pretty quickly.
Marcinet needs food. So that would be something if I was going to go out to dinner, that would be the kind of wine, or I was making a nice meal at home, that would be the kind of wine that I would probably have at home, yeah. It was hard, you know, because people were really interested. They had a lot of questions.
That's the good part about that region. It's a lot cooler, and it just gets the whole grape to mature. I think things were stacked against the people who didn't work in the wine industry, and they have a lot of wine experience. So I'm someone who comes in from outside.
The second team behind the bar is Aaron, Stephanie, and Ross. They will be pouring wines made from the Spanish Tempranillo grape.
They have 3 or 4 other grapes that they can blend in.
Ross is an encyclopedia. I would never be able to beat him at that. But also, you know, it's fair to say that somebody that's making wine should have knowledge. They should have an idea of what's going on in the wine world.
Okay, do you know that we're doing Spain now? Oh, exactly. Were you in Spain? Did you taste any wine when you were there?
There are some people that had more opportunity for tasting more and more exposure to wine, and that are truly more knowledgeable. My mission in life is to represent people who are interested in tasting wine, who may not care for old world, but that want to get into new world and different new things. And if I want to know about French wine, I can ask Taylor.
The last team up is Taylor, James, and Dan, who will be pouring wines made from Rhone grape varietals.
Those 3, the Grenache, Syrah, Mourvedre in it. My performance personally, I thought went exceedingly well. I had never tasted these wines. For me, I like to taste the wine before I actually am going to talk about it. It's very important. So we were trying to open wines and taste them and talk about them and sell them all at the same time.
It's a perfect Rhone blend. Went really well. Only because, you know,
I've been told that I have a great personality, so I just use it to my advantage.
The cast is about to find out the crowd is not made up of your average consumers, and that a mole has been planted to find out what they really know about wine.
We were completely misdirected. They were winemakers, they were marketing people, they were ad and label design people, and I realized we might be getting set up here.